Hey guys, it's Olivia and I'm back with another video. So I know I have been absent for over a month. Sort of. I've still been on YouTube as in replying to comments and such, but I haven't uploaded a video since May 3rd, which is very unlike me considering I've uploaded a video every single Monday for 6 years. So why did I miss a month, you ask? Well, one, at the time when I stopped uploading, it was around exam season and I was just kind of burnt out from that. And then shortly after that, my best friends and I went on a trip to Jamaica. And so I was in Jamaica for a week and I recently came back, and so now I am getting back into the swing of YouTube. So I have missed a number of uploads, but don't you worry, I'm going to be making up for it. This week I'm going to be uploading every day to make up for all the weeks I missed. Now that I've said all that, you want to know what this video is about. This isn't just a hey, I'm back. Well, you know how I just mentioned that I was in Jamaica? Well, I'm going to talk about how I essentially got this Jamaica trip for free. So a little bit of background on this Jamaica trip. It was me and my best friends, and one of my best friends, her younger sister, who I'm also friends with, she was going to be turning 21 and she wanted to celebrate her 21st birthday in Jamaica. So then it was our friend group flying out to Jamaica, spending a week on a resort for my friend's birthday. So my friends had been planning this trip for months, maybe since February or March, but I had initially said I couldn't go, or if I was going to go, I wasn't going to be able to stay for the full week because my family was supposed to go on a Mediterranean cruise also in May. So we went from May 17th to May 24th, and my family was supposed to go on a Mediterranean cruise starting on May 21st. So I initially said I wasn't going to be able to go at all. Then I said, I'll be able to go, but I'm going to have to leave on the morning of the 21st to come back to Toronto to then fly with my family to Europe. However, this is something I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if I've mentioned this. If you follow me on Instagram, you know this, but I have a nephew now. So my nephew was born in January, so he's almost 5 months old now. And yeah, so your girl's an auntie. But the reason why this is relevant, the fact that I have a nephew, is we were supposed to go last month in May when my nephew would have only been 4 months old. And my brother was orchestrating the whole thing. And the cruise line told my brother that my nephew wouldn't be able to go on the ship until he was at least 6 months old. So even though my nephew's a baby and he's obviously not going to remember this cruise, we want him on the cruise. So my family, we pushed back the entire cruise so that my nephew will be old enough to go. So that means that I would be able to stay for the full week in Jamaica because my May 21st cruise was getting pushed to later on this year. So anyways, now I was going to be able to stay for the full week, and I updated my friends, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, it's April, which is a month before we're supposed to leave. So 4 of my friends had already paid their fare, paid for the package, all this stuff, and then me and one of my other friends were going to be added on last minute. So I say all this to say, because we were paying more of a last minute price, the price of the package had gone up. So the price of the package that we had was $1,815 for this week-long resort stay in Montego Bay, Jamaica. So we stayed at the Montego Bay. So how did I get this $1,800 trip for free, you ask? Well, I am a university student, and as the school year goes on, you have to continually pay your tuition. In the first semester, you pay your first semester's tuition, second semester, you pay your second semester's tuition, etc., etc., or you could pay it all at once, whatever floats your boat. So I had fully paid off my tuition for second semester. However, nearing the end of second semester, when I checked my student online bank account sort of, I got an undergraduate bursary. For how much money, you ask? $1,848. So as I just said, this trip was $1,815, and I just got money deposited into my student account for $1,848. okay? So let's say I had owed money towards my tuition. That money would have gone directly to my tuition, but I had already fully paid off my tuition. My balance for my student account was 0. But then they gave me more money. They gave me $1,848. So then my balance went to negative, as in they owe me money. So then what happened, you ask? They directly deposited that money to my bank account. And then the very next day, I used that money to pay my friend for the Jamaica trip. And I still had $33 to spare. So let me give you the timeline of this real quick, because I have text messages. So on April 12th, my friend told me that the cost of the trip was going to be a little bit more expensive than when they had initially paid, and it was going to be $1,815. Little did I know that 4 days before, on my student account, I had just received the $1,848. Like, I genuinely did not know. But 3 days later, on April 11th, as you can see from this screenshot, it says that a check was issued to me, but in reality, it was just a direct deposit. And then if we go over to my bank account, you can see that that $1,848 hit my account on April 14th. So the money was issued to my student account on April 8th. It was sent to my bank account on April 11th. My friend told me that I owed her the $1,800 on April 12th. On April 14th, the $1,800 from my school hit my bank account. And then on April 15th, I sent that money to my friend. Literally 1 day before I had to pay my friend, I got pretty much the exact amount of money deposited into my bank account. So essentially, my school paid for my Jamaica trip. Like, thank you for funding my endeavors with my friends. Like, literally, that is not money out of my pocket. Literally, my school sent the exact funds to my bank account right before I needed it. So I essentially went to Jamaica for free, if you ask me. So yeah, that's how I paid for my Jamaica trip. If it wasn't for that money, I still had already saved up money for this trip. But like, that was just icing on the cake, because now I had the money I was gonna spend, the money that I had, gone to my job, worked, made my money to pay for this trip. But now I don't have to use that money to pay for the actual trip. And now I have all this money as spending money on my trip. No, I didn't spend $1,800 while I was away on vacation. But I'm just saying, I had this money that was supposed to be allotted for this specific thing. But then this thing ended up paying for itself. So no, I just had all these extra funds. Anything I wanted to do on vacation, I did. I went ziplining. I went horseback riding. I drove a boat. All of these things you would know if you follow me on Instagram. Plug. But yeah, so I spared no expense because I had all this unexpected extra savings. So yeah, that's how I funded my Jamaica trip. The video that I'm going to upload tomorrow is going to talk about one of the activities I did on the trip, namely ziplining, and how that whole experience went for me, because not to give too much away, but I am deathly afraid of heights. Deathly. And while I was ziplining, I had a GoPro strapped to my helmet. So I literally I don't have my face in the video, but I literally have the audio and the first person perspective of me freaking out while ziplining. And that video is going to come tomorrow. So that's all for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you think your friends will enjoy it, be sure to share it with them. All my social media links will be down below in case you want to follow me on there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I make new videos every Monday. Thank you to my channel members, and be sure to check out one of these suggested videos, and I'll see you in my next video.